Hey everybody, welcome back. This is a Vinyasa flow. Funny story, I just did this entire class and forgot to hit record. So if I seem a little gassed or like I'm struggling through this class, that's why. I've done it twice. So grab yourself a block. If you don't have a block, grab something block-like. A sturdy drink bottle or a can of food, like a can of tomatoes, absolutely does the job as well. You may not need it, but I find it very, very helpful for this sequence, and I'll be using it so you can follow along with me. Other than that, you don't really need anything. Let's get started. We're going to start on our backs. So come to lay on your back. Find a comfortable position. You can have your legs extended, or if that doesn't feel nice for you today, maybe bring the soles of your feet to your mat, wiggle them out nice and wide, and let your knees rock in at center. This can feel good if you've got any low back issues at all, or you just, legs extended doesn't feel good for whatever reason. You can let your hands relax down by your side, or you can have them resting on your body. Let the backs of your shoulder blades kind of relax a little, back of your head supported by your mat. Begin to soften all the muscles in your face. And if your hands are resting on your body, just start to feel your body breathe. Just your natural breath without making any changes to it. Even if your arms are by your side, still just feeling that subtle movement, the expanding of your belly, of your chest, of your ribs as you inhale. And then the softening or contracting as you exhale. Feel your body creating space for each new breath. And then softening around that space. Let everything from the outside world begin to fade out into the background as you become fully immersed in the experience of your breath. Following it all the way in and all the way out. Take a few more full breaths, noticing the texture of your breath, noticing the sounds, all the sensations surrounding each breath. Beautiful. And if your legs are extended, we'll start to bend the knees. If your feet are wide, just walk them in a little more narrow. Shuffle your hips over towards the left side of your mat. Bring your knees in towards your chest and then let both knees fall over to the right side. So you can rest your right hand on your top knee if you like here, just for a moment, allowing it to begin to settle as you make any little adjustments. You might like to kind of untuck your right shoulder blade a little so left shoulder blade can come a little closer towards the mat. And then I invite you to cactus your arms, so bend at the elbows, opening the arms up. If you're more comfortable with the arms stretched out wide, you can absolutely do this like that, but I'm going to keep arms bent. Let's take a big breath in where you are. As you exhale, bringing your left arm over to meet your right. So you're coming to roll over onto your right side. Inhale, let's peel the arm open again. And exhale as you bring left arm over to meet right. Can you do that 2 more times? Inhale, peel open, creating some space through your upper back, thoracic spine. Exhale to close. Inhale as you open up, and then let's hold here, stay for the exhale. Gently lift your knees up. Shuffle your hips over towards the right side of your mat a little more. Bring the knees towards your chest and let knees fall over to left side. If you need to bring left hand to rest on that top knee for a moment, you can, allowing it to settle. But then finding your cactus arms or wide arms again. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, right arm comes over to meet the left. Inhale as you peel open. And exhale as you close it off. 2 more times with your breath. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale to open the arms back up and stay here for your exhale. Lift your knees up, bring them back through center. Plant your feet down as you bring your hips back to center as well. Knees come in towards your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug or a squeeze. And then extend your legs up towards the ceiling. You might give the back of your legs a little bit of a rub here. Legs don't have to come all the way straight. Let's flex toes back towards you and then point them away. And flex and point, and just do that 1 more time. Pointing, beautiful. Bend your knees again. We're going to make our way up to a seat. You can roll to one side and help yourself up, or you can take a few little rocks on your spine, back and forth. And we'll come all the way up, extending legs out in front. Sitting up nice and tall here, ground through your heels. You take a big breath in, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, fold forward over both legs. You might take a little or a big bend into your knees. Hands come wherever they reach. Maybe it's the back of your legs, your ankles, or your feet. Take kind of a halfway lift here. Inhale, find a little more length in your spine. And exhale it, soften, fold a little more. 1 more breath. Slowly release, rolling yourself all the way back up. Take a bend into your left knee. And lift the foot up, come onto the heel of the foot. With your right hand, grab onto the outside of your left foot. So opposite arm, opposite foot. Lift that foot up. You can stay here with bent knee, or you can start to kick your foot into your hand, beginning to work towards straight. You might bring it straight. You might be somewhere in between. Doesn't matter too much. Reach your left arm forward as you ground through that right leg. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, peel the left arm back behind you. So you're reaching back through left fingertips and you're reaching forward or pressing forward through the sole of your left foot. Looking wherever's comfortable, could be straight ahead, back, or in between. Take 1 more breath. Sweep your left arm forward, releasing your left foot. We'll swap over, extend your left leg, bend your right knee with your left hand. Grab a hold of the outside of your right foot. Lift the foot up. Take a moment here. Maybe you start to kick your foot into your hands. Reach your right arm forward, ground through that left heel, left leg. Big breath in, and as you exhale, peeling right arm back. Finding length, right fingertips reaching back, sole of the right foot reaching forward. Expanding across your chest. 1 more breath. Slowly release that right arm, comes forward, releasing your right foot. Take a bend to your knees, give yourself a little bit of a hug here. And then making your way around onto hands and knees to a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Left leg extends back, toes point down. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, knee in towards your chest. Step or help your foot through in between your hands. And reach your arms up, coming into a low lunge. Take a big breath in as you lift up. Exhale into your half split. Start to straighten through your front leg, peel toes back. Arms can sweep back behind you or fingertips to mat. Inhale, plant the foot down, bend your knee, low lunge. Exhale back into half splits. One more time with your breath. Use your full inhale to rise up. Full exhale to come back. Hold here, one extra breath. Sweeping forward, plant your foot, come back to your lunge. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, left arm circles back as the right arm reaches forward, open arm twist. Inhale, reach your arms up, come back through center. Exhale, open arm twist, same way. And again, inhale as you lift through center. Exhale as you open. Hold here, one extra breath. Windmill your hands down to frame your front foot and step back to your tabletop. Right leg extends back, toes point down. Take a breath in. Knee to chest, draw it in, step or help your foot through as you rise up into your low lunge. Take a big breath in, lift up. Exhale to your half splits, peeling toes back towards you, reaching back or fingertips to mat. Your choice. Inhale back to your lunge. Exhale to your half splits. And again, inhale, forward and up. Exhale as you come back, taking one extra full breath. Inhale, rising back to your lunge. Exhale, right arm circles back, left arm forward. Inhale, back to your lunge, release the twist. And exhale, twisting again. And again, inhale through center. And exhale, twist. One full breath. Windmill your hands down, frame your front foot. Step back into your tabletop. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. As you inhale, belly drops down, lift your tailbone, lift your heart. Exhale, press the mat away, round through your upper back. Inhale again, lead with your chest, your heart. Exhale, press away. Tuck your toes under. Inhale again, lead with your heart, look forward. This time as you exhale, downward facing dog, pressing back. Take a nice big pedal out of your heels, a nod, a shake of your head, a wiggle of your hips. You can kind of rotate a little side to side or roll back and forth. Any little movements that feel good, take a moment to feel right into your body. Finding a little more stillness in your down dog. Can you draw your hips a little further back? Nice long spine. Relax your head or neck so your gaze is somewhere between your feet, your legs. Let's move into our flow. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Knee to chest, roll forward, step or help your foot through in between your hands. Ground your back heel. Grab your block or option, bring it to the inside of your ankle, choosing whichever height you like. Start to straighten your front leg as you peel your right arm up towards the ceiling. For your Trikonasana, your triangle pose, you can absolutely do this without the block, pressing your hand to the inside of your leg or fingertips to mat. I'm going to use the block here for a little more support. I feel like it helps give me a little more space to open up in this shape. So take 2 more breaths where you are. Last one. Nice and slow, we're going to start to rise up. Flip the front palm and reverse triangle, sweeping that left hand back. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, stay in this shape, just bend into your front knee, reverse warrior. Another big breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Moment to settle in here. Extended side angle. Left forearm can come to your thigh. Right arm reaches overhead. Or you can bring your hand to your block or fingertips to the mat. Peeling or rotating left ribs forward, right ribs back. Take 1 more breath here. Right hand to your right hip. We're coming to half moon. Look towards the front of your mat. If you've got your block, taking it with you forward and over to left side. A little step forward and lift your back leg up. Flex the toes back towards you. If you need, sometimes just kind of tapping your toes is enough for you here. But try to activate the leg if it is lifted as you peel your body open to the right side of the mat. If you feel really wobbly, take your block over to left side a little more. It gives you a bit more space to peel the body open without toppling over, and that took me a long time to realize. Right arm can reach up towards the ceiling or keep it on your hip. We've got 2 more breaths. Press down through the big toe mound of that standing foot. Standing splits, right hand comes down either to the mat or to your block. Dialing your right hip down. This time you're lifting through the right heel, so that back heel. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right toes all the way back and step back, downward facing dog. 1 big breath in and complete exhale. Right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Knee to chest, draw it in, step or help your foot through. As you ground your back heel, getting ready for Trikonasana on the other side. If you use the block, bring it to the inside of your ankle. Start to straighten that front leg as you peel left arm up towards the ceiling. Find a comfortable gaze. Lifting through left fingertips. Rise all the way up, flip your front palm and reverse triangle, sweeping the right arm up and overhead. Take a big breath in. Exhale as you just bend your front knee, reverse warrior. Come back through center, warrior 2, a moment here. Extended side angle. Right forearm can rest on your thigh, left arm overhead, or maybe hand to your block or fingertips to mat. This time kind of moving your right ribs forward, left ribs back, rotating the chest, the torso. Getting ready for half moon, left hand to your hip as you look towards the front. Maybe taking block with you over to the outer right edge. A little step forward. I say that so you don't launch into the balance, lift your back leg up. You don't have to take that little step, but I find if you kind of launch into a balance, you're more likely to kind of fall out of it. So it's better to come in with a little more control. Left hand can stay on your hip, or you can reach it up. Find somewhere comfortable to look at. Can be down, can be up, can be straight ahead, or somewhere in between. I'm looking at the opposite top corner of my mat. One more breath. Standing splits, both hands either to block or mat, lifting through left heel. Take a big breath in. Exhale here, hands to mat as you step all the way back. Step back to your downward facing dog. Roll forward into your high plank. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, knees on or off the mat, lowering down. Inhale either cobra or upward facing dog. As you exhale, back to down dog. We're going to take 5 or 6 breaths before we keep moving. You're very welcome to bring your knees down to tabletop or come back into a child's pose for a few breaths. A moment to just kind of connect back with your body, with your breath. So we're going to do kind of a similar sequence, but the revolved or twisted version of each of those poses. So we're going to take it slow. I'll guide you through. We'll have a bit of fun. If you're ready to keep moving, you'll meet back in downward facing dog. If you need a little longer, just join back when you're ready. Alrighty, left leg lifts, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, draw it in, step or help your foot through in between your hands. This time we're going to step back foot in just a little bit closer and ground the heel. So foot might be on a bit of an angle. Grab your block, bring it to the inside of your foot, and I don't like to bring it right up close. I like to bring it more in line with my back leg, but completely up to you. Revolve, triangle, start to straighten through front leg or work towards straight. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. So you can have a play around with the placement of your block or your hand if you're not using the block. But the more space I find you give yourself between the block and the inside of your ankle, the more space you've got to kind of peel open here to find a little more twist without collapsing down towards the mat. We've got 2 more breaths here. Look down towards the mat. You come up onto your back toes. Nice and slow, we're going to start to reach the left arm back and float that right arm up. So you're coming into this twisted lunge. Flip the front palm, inhale. Exhale, reverse, kind of like your reverse warrior, but revolved. If you can here, maybe you start to straighten through front leg just a little. And then bend back in. Open arm twist again, release the back bend. Take a big breath in and exhale. Getting ready for a revolved extended side angle. 2 options or a couple of options here. Right hand can come down to your block or fingertips to mat. Left arm reaches up, maybe overhead. If you want to go a little bit deeper, right forearm can rest on that front thigh. Left arm reaches overhead. Definitely a tricky one. Feel your whole body working, maybe wobbling. I've just got 2 more breaths here. Bring your left hand to your left hip. We're going to unravel that twist. Bring your right hand to your block. Block's going to come forward. a little step forward. Float your back leg up. If this feels like enough, you can stay right here. Otherwise, revolved half moon, you'll start to rotate your upper body to the left side. Maybe you reach left arm up towards the ceiling. Lift that back leg, flex the toes, keep it nice and active. It is a strong, strong pose. I'm here with you. Take one more breath. Standing splits, both hands to the mat or to your block. Lift through back heel, one breath. And release, hands to mat, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Whew. Give yourself a nice pedal out. I tell you, I'm feeling this after already having done this class. I was feeling it the first time as well. Let's take one more full breath. One more standing sequence. Same thing to the other side. Right leg lifts, inhale. Knee to chest, draw it in, step or help your foot through in between your hands. Step your back foot in a little bit closer so you can ground the heel. If you use the block on the other side, block underneath your left hand as you start to straighten front leg. Peel the right arm up towards the ceiling, revolve triangle. Make sure you're still breathing, not holding your breath through these twists. If you find it hard to breathe, I invite you to come out a little bit, give yourself a bit more space for a deep breath. We've got one more breath here. Turn to look down towards the mat, a little bend in your front knees. You reach the right arm back, floating left arm up. Flip the front palm and reverse. Sorry, I forgot to say to come up onto your back toes. If you feel comfortable with the heel down though, that might feel nice for you. Slowly, slowly start to straighten the front leg just a little. Keep reaching back. And then bend back into the knee. Open arm twist. Take a full breath in. Complete exhale. Your revolved extended side angle. Left hand can come to your block or fingertips to mat. Maybe reaching that right arm over your head. Or if you want to go a little deeper, left forearm to rest on the thigh. Right arm reaches overhead. Keep rotating, twisting the body open to right side. We've got 2 more breaths and 2 more poses on this side. Right hand to right hip, release the twist, left hand to block as you bring the block forward. A little step forward as you lift your back leg up. Again, you're welcome to stay here, or you can start to twist to the right side again, reaching right arm up. Lifting that back leg for your revolved half moon. One more full breath. Standing splits, hands to block or fingertips to mat. Take a big breath in. Hands to the mat as you step all the way back to your downward facing dog. Let's take another flow together, roll forward. Chaturanga, knees on or off the mat as you lower down. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. And then bring your knees down. Let's take a child's pose, knees as wide or narrow as you like. Big toes towards each other. Settle your hips back towards your heels. And then you can rest your forehead down on your mat, on your block, or maybe on your hands stacked. And take a moment here to allow everything to begin to slow down a little. Tap back into your breath. If your mind has wandered off, see if you can very gently draw it right back here. Take another few full breaths. And good, strong work. Note how your body's feeling. We're going to wind it right down. Gently lift your head up. Walk your hands back towards your body. Knees towards each other as you shift your weight over to one side and swing your legs around. Extend both legs out in front. Sit up nice and tall. Let's ground the heels. Reach your arms up. Big breath in. As you exhale, folding forward over both legs. Again, as much of a bend in the knees as you need. Hands come wherever they reach. Take a kind of halfway lift, a little more length in the spine, and then soften a little more into that space. 3 more breaths. Last one. Slowly release, roll yourself all the way back up. Take a bend into your knees as you ease yourself back onto your back. Knees can come in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock, side to side. Your lower back or even your whole back body, a bit of a massage as you rock. And then gently releasing your legs, making your way into Shavasana, finding a comfortable reclined position. Again, legs can be extended or you can keep it bent in your knees. Hands can be reaching out wide or resting on your body, wherever feels comfortable. At the back of your head feel supported. Once again, just allowing your body to breathe as it is. And inviting this wave of softness, of ease, of relaxation to wash over your entire body from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, releasing any and all effort. And inviting rest into your body. I invite you to stay in your Shavasana for at least a few minutes, but as long as you like. We have some guided Shavasanas on the platform. You can listen to some music, you can stay in silence. I'm going to leave you right here though. Big thank you for joining me, for practicing with me, and I will see you again soon. Thank you.